A lot of companies, they're probably not just going to fire you. Why? Well, because it costs them a ton of money. Think about it. Severance packages, potential legal headaches. No. There's a much, much cheaper and, honestly, a sneakier way to get you to leave. And it actually has a name.
It's called silent firing. And yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's this whole practice of making your work life so miserable, so uncomfortable, that you end up quitting on your own. And listen, this isn't some wild conspiracy theory. It's a real strategy. And trust me, it happens way more often than you think.
In this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures what this is all about. You know that quiet feeling you might be getting at work? That weird lack of engagement? That's not a good thing. That's not peace. That's the company getting ready for its next move.
Okay, so the big question is, how do you actually know if this is happening to you? Well, let's break down the 5 biggest warning signs that you might be getting pushed out.
All right, the first sign. This one is super subtle. And honestly, it's designed to make you feel totally and completely alone.
Yeah, all of a sudden, you start feeling like a ghost wandering the halls of your own office. That constant stream of info you used to get, the emails, the updates, it's like someone just turned off the tap.
So you might see a big project meeting on someone else's calendar, but it's not on yours. Or, a huge decision gets announced in a team chat, and you're sitting there thinking, wait, what? At first, you probably think, oh, it's just a mistake, an oversight. But let me tell you, it's almost never a mistake.
And that's the whole game right there. Cut off your information. Because think about it. If you don't know what's going on, you can't really do your job, can you? And when you start to feel useless, well, that's when you start thinking about leaving all by yourself.
And that feeling of being useless? Oh, it gets worse. Which brings us right to sign number 2.
Now, this one is also kind of sneaky. See, it's not about them piling on the work. It's the opposite. It's about being underwhelmed. The very job you were hired to do starts to, it just starts to disappear piece by piece.
So that huge project you've been pouring your heart into for months, yeah, that just got handed to a junior teammate. And when you ask why, you get these super vague corporate speak answers like, oh, we're just restructuring or we're shifting priorities. They're not shifting priorities. They're shifting you out of the picture by slowly chipping away at your value.
Okay, moving on to number 3. And this is often the most obvious and honestly the most unsettling sign of them all. It's when your manager just stops talking to you. Seriously, think about it for a second. When was the last time you had a real conversation with your boss? Have the one-on-ones, the feedback, the simple how's it going chats, have they all just vanished? Here's the thing you gotta remember. A boss who cares about you, who's invested in your career, they'll give you feedback, the good and the bad. But a boss who's already written you off, they'll just ignore you. The silence means they've stopped investing their time and energy in you. Period.
And just when you think the silence is the most frustrating part, here comes sign number 4. This one is literally designed to make you feel like it's impossible to succeed.
The goalposts just keep moving. It's like you're in a race, and every time you get close to the finish line, someone just picks it up and moves it another 100 yards away. You work your butt off to hit your quarterly targets. You finally do it, and then you're told, oh, actually, those weren't the real targets. And suddenly, there's a new, ridiculously impossible goal in its place. It's a game you can't win. No matter what you do, it's never, ever enough. But see, there's a really dark logic behind this. This isn't just bad management or bad luck. It's a trap. They are literally building a paper trail, a documented history of your so-called underperformance. Why? So if you don't quit, they have a nice, tidy folder of reasons to fire you.
All right, and that leads us to the final sign, number 5. This is the one that kind of ties all the other feelings together. It's that feeling in your gut. This one isn't about spreadsheets or emails, it's pure intuition. It's that little voice in your head, that feeling in the air that you can't quite explain, but you just know something is off.
Maybe the easygoing chats by the coffee machine have gotten awkward, or your coworkers seem kind of distant all of a sudden. You just feel like you're on the outside looking in on a team you used to belong to. Does any of that sound familiar? Hey, whatever you do, do not ignore that feeling. Your gut is almost always right. By the time your brain catches up and starts noticing these concrete signs, your intuition has probably been screaming at you for weeks. You have to trust it.
Okay, so maybe you're taking off a few of these boxes, and things might feel a little grim right now. But the point of all this isn't to make you feel powerless. It's the exact opposite. It's about how you take back control. So let's talk about a simple 3-step action plan.
Okay, number 1, document everything. I mean, every weird email, every project that got taken away from you, every single canceled one-on-one. This is your proof. Number 2, update your resume. Like right now. Don't wait until you're desperate. And number 3, and this is crucial, acknowledge the reality. Stop telling yourself it's all in your head. You have to see the situation for what it is so you can actually do something about it.
And really, that's the bottom line here. Look, you can't control what a company decides to do, but you have 100% control over how you respond. You can choose to be pushed out, feeling defeated, or you can choose to walk out on your own terms with your head held high. This isn't about them winning. This is about you taking back the power and deciding your own next chapter.